There's a fruit you probably have right now in your kitchen, and yet for men over 60 years old, it's silently stealing your testosterone, blocking your blood vessels, and weakening your intimate capacity. You'd never suspect it because most people still believe it's good for the heart. But in my office, I've seen how many men's lives change dramatically just by eliminating this supposedly healthy fruit from their daily routine. I'm Dr. Evelyn Carter, and for over 10 years, I've been helping older men recover their strength, confidence, and intimate vitality. Time and time again, I've proven a powerful truth. When men over 60 stop guessing and start eating with purpose, their bodies respond quickly. But here's what nobody tells you. Not all fruits are good for the aging man. Some increase estrogen, spike insulin, and destroy nitric oxide, the molecule responsible for maintaining firm and healthy erections. On the other hand, there are 4 humble fruits that can repair blood flow, awaken testosterone, and give you back energy and intimacy naturally. Before we continue, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss any men's health advice designed especially for you. If this video is being useful to you, write a 1 in the comments. If you think I can improve, write a 0. In this video, I'm going to reveal the 4 fruits you should never touch after 60, and the 4 you should consume every day if you want to restore your vitality and confidence in intimacy. Stay with me until the end, because the last fruit I'm going to share has helped some of my patients reverse years of intimate deterioration in just a few weeks. Let's start with the harmful fruits. And the first one may surprise you because many men consume it without thinking twice. Dried fruits, especially dates and raisins, seem harmless. A handful here, another there. Many men over 60 treat them as a healthy snack when they give up processed sweets. But the truth is that dried fruits are one of the most deceptive foods you can consume at this stage of life. The problem is they're extremely concentrated sources of sugar. A single cup of raisins contains more sugar than a can of soda. And unlike fresh fruits, those sugars are highly condensed and stripped of the fiber that would normally slow their absorption. This means your blood sugar spikes rapidly, your insulin increases, and your testosterone suffers a sharp drop in response. Worse yet, many commercial dried fruits are coated with vegetable oils to prevent sticking and preserved with sulfites to maintain color. These additives can interfere with zinc absorption, and any doctor specializing in men's health will tell you that zinc is crucial for testosterone production, sperm quality, and erectile strength. Let me tell you about my patient Charles Morrison, 65 years old, retired accountant from Boston. Charles came to see me complaining of lack of energy, poor morning firmness, and an almost non-existent libido. "Dr. Carter," he told me, "I feel like my body is abandoning me. I don't understand what's wrong." He ate healthy, avoided junk food, and every afternoon as a snack, he ate a large handful of dried dates thinking they gave him natural energy. When I reviewed his complete diet, I found he was consuming almost 200 grams of dried fruit per week. That's equivalent to eating almost half a kilogram of pure sugar every month without realizing it. I asked him to completely eliminate dried fruits for 3 weeks. Just that. Nothing more. We didn't change his medication. We didn't add expensive supplements. 3 weeks later, he came back to my office with a smile I hadn't seen on his first visit. "Doctor," he told me, "morning erections came back. My energy skyrocketed. My waistline reduced 3 centimeters. I can't believe something so simple made such a difference." That's the power of eliminating what silently harms you. The second problematic fruit is canned fruit cocktails, that sweet trap for older people. They come in convenient little cans, look colorful, are soft and easy to chew. And for many men over 60, they've become the habitual breakfast or snack, often consumed along with morning medications. What most don't realize is that those little cups of fruit are a carefully disguised sugar trap that's silently damaging your blood vessels, hormones, and intimate performance. What makes them so harmful isn't just the fruit, but the liquid they're immersed in. Most canned fruits are soaked in high fructose corn syrup or concentrated fruit juices loaded with simple sugars. When those sugars reach your blood, especially on an empty stomach, they spike your insulin, inflame your arteries, and cause nitric oxide, the molecule your body needs for firm erections, to plummet. High fructose corn syrup is also linked to fatty liver, increased estrogen production, and reduced testosterone levels. In other words, the fruit that's supposedly helping you age gracefully may be stealing your strength from the inside, and there's something else you need to know. These canned fruit cocktails are also loaded with hidden sodium. Many brands add salt as a preservative, and this can raise your blood pressure, narrow your blood vessels, and further reduce flow to your intimate area. For a man over 60 who's already dealing with elevated blood pressure or heart medications, this can be disastrous. Now, if you're watching this from the United States or anywhere else, I'd love to know what city you're joining us from today. Write your city or country in the comments so I can greet you personally in upcoming videos, because our channel is a community and I like to get to know each of you. The third fruit you should avoid is the banana, and I know this may sound controversial. Bananas are one of the first fruits we learn to eat. They're soft, convenient, and marketed as a healthy snack. But for men over 60, especially those struggling with lack of energy, weight gain, or intimate problems, bananas may be doing more harm than good. Although they contain potassium and some beneficial nutrients, bananas, particularly the very ripe and sweet ones that most prefer, can trigger subtle but significant changes in your body chemistry. First, they're loaded with simple sugars that enter the bloodstream quickly, causing an insulin spike. And when insulin rises, testosterone tends to fall. Over time, those repeated sugar increases can lead to insulin resistance, weight gain, and slow metabolism, all of which directly harm your ability to maintain strong and healthy erections. But there's more. Bananas also influence serotonin production, and while serotonin is important for mood balance, too much at the wrong time can make you feel emotionally apathetic or exhausted. For men who are already dealing with low testosterone, this sedative effect can worsen the feeling of fatigue and sexual disinterest. Let me tell you about Mr. Michael Jenkins, 72 years old, retired teacher from Chicago. Michael ate 2 large bananas every morning thinking they gave him energy for the day. But he felt increasingly tired, with less sexual desire, and his waistline was growing out of control. By mid-morning, he was already yawning. In the afternoon, he'd fall asleep on the couch, and at night, when his wife sought intimacy, he simply had no interest or energy. When we eliminated the bananas and replaced them with low glycemic index fruits like blueberries, his energy returned in a week. In a month, he had lost 4 kilograms concentrated in the abdomen, and most importantly, his libido awakened after years asleep. His wife called me personally to thank me. "Dr. Carter," she told me, "I don't know what you did, but my husband is back to being the man I met 40 years ago. The fourth harmful fruit is grapes, a hidden trap for testosterone. Grapes seem like a symbol of good health, small, juicy, and full of antioxidants. But for men over 60, they may be causing much more damage than you imagine, especially when consumed regularly and without considering the source. You see, grapes are among the most pesticide-sprayed fruits in commercial agriculture. Unless they're certified organic, they frequently carry a cocktail of pesticides, many of which are classified as xenoestrogens, chemicals that act like estrogen in the male body. When you flood your body with these estrogen-like compounds, they begin to compete with your natural testosterone. Over time, this can lead to reduced libido, abdominal fat, prostate inflammation, and yes, weaker and softer erections. One of my patients, Anthony Rodriguez, 67 years old, thought grapes helped him control blood pressure. He ate 2 handfuls daily of non-organic grapes bought at the conventional supermarket. He'd read on the internet that grapes were good for the heart, so he consumed them religiously every afternoon while watching the news. But what Anthony didn't know is that those conventional grapes can contain up to 15 different types of pesticide residues, and those chemicals were directly interfering with his hormonal receptors, raising his estrogen and blocking his testosterone. When we eliminated them from his diet and focused on low estrogenic fruits and organic when possible, his morning firmness began to return. In just 3 weeks, he noticed more energy, better sleep, less abdominal fat, and the confidence he hadn't felt in years. Now let me ask you something important to help you better. What's your biggest current challenge with your intimate health? If it's lack of energy and vitality, write number 1 in the comments. If it's more circulation and firmness problems, write number 2. This helps me create more specific content for your real needs. But it's not all bad news, my friend. Now I'm going to share the 4 powerful fruits I personally recommend to my patients, and that can reactivate your blood flow, increase your testosterone, and give you back your vitality faster than you think. Let's start with blueberries, the hormonal shield. They may be small, but for men over 60, they carry a powerful secret. These dark blue fruits are packed with anthocyanins, plant compounds that protect your blood vessels, reduce inflammation, and defend your testosterone from silent cellular damage. What makes blueberries especially valuable is how they support both mind and body, helping older men stay alert, balanced, and physically responsive. As we age, oxidative stress becomes one of the greatest enemies of men's health. It damages the cells responsible for producing testosterone, weakens the lining of blood vessels, and impairs nerve sensitivity. Blueberries act as nature's cleanup crew, neutralizing those harmful free radicals and restoring a healthier environment for your hormones to thrive. Let me tell you about Mr. Frank Lopez, 70 years old, retired engineer from Seattle. Frank suffered from constant brain fog, low energy, and inconsistent erections. "Doctor," he told me with frustration, "I feel like my brain is turned off and my body too. I don't recognize myself anymore." I recommended eating a generous handful of fresh blueberries every morning on an empty stomach, accompanied by a handful of walnuts to add healthy fats that help absorption. 2 months later, Frank called me excited. "Dr. Carter, my mind is clearer than it's been in years. I can concentrate when I read. My energy came back. And most importantly, I feel like a man again." Morning erections returned with strength. Blueberries aren't magic, but when your body receives what's right, it responds in surprising ways. The second beneficial fruit is kiwi, the testosterone citrus. Kiwi may not be the flashiest fruit at the supermarket, but for men over 60, it's one of the most underrated treasures for hormonal health and performance. This small green fruit is loaded with vitamin C, more than an orange in some cases, and this matters much more than most realize. Vitamin C plays a key role in testosterone production, helping protect Leydig cells in the testicles from oxidative stress. When those cells stay strong, your testosterone production stays strong too. But kiwi goes further. It contains actinidin, a natural enzyme that supports digestion and nutrient absorption. Why does this matter? Because as we age, our digestive fire weakens. And although we eat healthily, we don't always absorb what we need. Kiwi helps close that gap, ensuring essential minerals like zinc and magnesium, both critical for male performance, actually reach the bloodstream where they belong. I usually tell my patients to eat the whole fruit, skin, and all. The skin is edible, loaded with fiber, and gives an extra nutrition boost. Just wash it well before eating. The third healing fruit is pomegranate, the king of circulation. If there's one fruit I recommend almost universally to my patients over 60, it's pomegranate. Not only is it delicious and refreshing, but it's also one of the most powerful natural tools we have to restore blood flow and protect testosterone. Pomegranate is rich in compounds called punicolagens, plant antioxidants incredibly effective at reducing oxidative stress and improving your blood vessel health. This matters because your erections depend completely on one thing, circulation. And it's been shown that pomegranate increases nitric oxide production, relaxes blood vessels, and allows stronger and more reliable performance. In a clinical study published in the International Journal of Impotence Research, men who drank pomegranate juice daily saw measurable improvements in erectile function and a notable increase in salivary testosterone after just a few weeks. It's important to choose 100% pure pomegranate juice with no added sugar, or better yet, eat the fresh seeds. Add them to a morning smoothie, sprinkle over Greek yogurt, or simply enjoy them alone. Let me tell you about Mr. Richard Sanchez, 68 years old, from Miami. Richard had lost almost all confidence in his intimate capacity. "Doctor," he told me sadly, "I don't feel like a man anymore." My wife doesn't say anything, but I know she's disappointed. I am, too. I prescribed a simple protocol: half a cup of pomegranate seeds every morning, combined with 20-minute walks after breakfast to activate circulation. 6 weeks later, Richard came back transformed. His posture was different, more upright. His voice had more energy. "Nighttime erections returned," he told me with a smile. "My wife is happy. I'm happy." "Doctor, I can't thank you enough. I had forgotten what it feels like to be a complete man. And now we come to the most powerful fruit of all, watermelon, nature's Viagra. Watermelon isn't just a refreshing summer fruit. It's one of the most potent natural tools older men can use to support blood flow and erectile health. What makes watermelon so special is a natural compound called L-citrulline. Once inside the body, L-citrulline converts to L-arginine, which in turn helps increase nitric oxide production. And nitric oxide is absolutely essential for erections. It's the molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax, expand, and allow rich blood to flow where you need it most. But unlike synthetic pills that force this process and come with risks for the heart and blood pressure, watermelon works with your body in a gentle and safe way. Many of my patients in their late 60s and 70s who started eating watermelon daily, especially on an empty stomach in the morning, noticed firmer morning erections, better stamina during intimacy, and even more energy throughout the day. To get maximum benefit, eat fresh watermelon slices instead of store-bought juice, which often contains added sugar and has lost part of its nutrients. If you prefer to drink it, blend it fresh yourself and include the white part, the area just below the rind, which actually contains the highest concentration of L-citrulline. That white part most people throw away is where the real power is. Let me share the story of Mr. James Morrison, 73 years old, from Phoenix. James had tried everything: expensive supplements, costly treatments, even considered invasive medical procedures. Nothing worked. His doctor told him it was normal at his age and he should accept it. But James didn't want to accept it. When I recommended eating 3 cups of fresh watermelon every morning for a month, he was skeptical. "Doctor, watermelon? Really? After spending thousands of dollars on treatments, you're telling me the solution is a fruit?" But he decided to try. He had nothing to lose. 4 weeks later, he called me almost shouting with excitement on the phone. "Dr. Carter, you won't believe it. I feel like I'm 40 again. Erections are firm, they last longer. My energy skyrocketed. Even my wife asks me what I'm taking. When I told her just watermelon, she laughed and hugged me. He wasn't taking anything. He was just giving his body the right raw material it needed to function as it should." So, let's summarize all of this, my friend. If you're a man over 60, the fruits you choose every day matter more than ever. Dried fruits, canned cocktails, bananas, and grapes may seem harmless, but they silently drain your testosterone and diminish your blood flow. In contrast, blueberries, kiwi, pomegranate, and watermelon can awaken your circulation, restore your energy, and protect your virility. You don't need perfection, just consistency. Your body still remembers how to be strong, confident, and alive. Give it the right support and it will rise to meet you. One bite, one day, one decision at a time. If this video helped you better understand how to take care of your intimate health naturally, Please leave a like so more men like you can find this valuable information. Share with that friend or family member you know needs it, because together we can change lives. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification bell to receive more practical and science-based advice designed especially for you. In the next video, I'll talk about the 3 exercises that are blocking your testosterone without you knowing it. Don't miss it. I'm Dr. Evelyn Carter. Your virility is waiting. Start today. Your body will thank you. See you in the next video.